Machinal?
Yeah, like mechanical.
Machinal, I think.
Yeah.
Who said that? Machinal? Yeah?
No, it's Machinal because
It's Machinal.
Okay.
you make machinations when you do machining.
Gail, look at you.
It's the English teacher, can't help it.
All right, guys, stop video if you're not on. Here we go. Tonight, we are reading Machinal. Episode 1, To Business. The scene, an office, a switchboard, filing cabinet, adding machine, typewriter, and table. Characters. Before the curtain, sounds of machines going. They continue throughout the scene and accompany the young woman's thoughts after the scene is blacked out. At the rise of the curtain, all machines are disclosed and all the characters with the exception of the young woman. Of these characters, the young woman going any day to any business, ordinary. The confusion of her own inner thoughts, emotions, desires, dreams cuts her off from any actual adjustment to the routine of work. She gets through this routine with a very small surface of her consciousness. She is not homely and she is not pretty. She is preoccupied with herself, with her person. She has well-kept hands and a trick of constantly arranging her hair over her ears. The stenographer is the faded, efficient woman office worker, drying, dried. The adding clerk is her male counterpart. The filing clerk is a boy not grown, callow adolescence. The telephone girl, young, cheap, and amorous. Lights come up on an office scene. 2 desks, right and left. Telephone booth, back, right, center. Filing cabinets, back of center. Adding machine, up, back, center.
2490, 28, 76, 123, 36842, 1 quarter, 37, 804, 23, 1/2, 982.
Accounts: A, bonds; B, contracts; C, data; D, earnings; E.
Dear Sir, in your letter, recent date will state.
Hello, George H. Jones Company. Good morning. Hello, George H. Jones Company. Good morning. Hello.
Market M, notes N, output O, profits P. What's the matter with Q?
Matter with it. Mr. J, Mr. K wants you. What do you mean? Matter with what?
Matter with Q.
Well, what is? Spring 1726?
I'm asking you.
Well?
Nothing filed with it.
Well?
Look at A. Look at B. What's the matter with Q?
Ain't popular. Hello, George H. Jones Company.
Hot dog, why ain't it?
Has it personality?
Has it halitosis?
Has it got it?
Hot dog.
What number do you want? Oh, hello. Sure, I know who it is. Tonight? You heard me. No.
Don't you like him?
She likes them all.
I do not.
Well, pretty near all.
What number do you want? Wrong number. Hello, George H. Jones Company. Hello.
Memorandum. Attention, Mr. Smith. At a conference of
125, 83 3/4, 22, 908, 34, 1/4, 28,593.
Report R, sales S, trade T.
Yes, Mr. J. No, Miss A ain't in yet. I'll tell her, Mr. J. Just the minute she gets in.
She's late again, huh?
Out with her sweetie last night, huh?
Hot dog.
She ain't got a sweetie.
How do you know?
I know.
God dog.
She lives alone with her mother.
Spring 1876. Hello. Spring 1876. Spring. Hello. Spring 1876. 1876. Wrong number. Hello? Hello?
Directors meeting semi-annual report card.
Shipments, sales, schedules, S.
She doesn't belong in an office.
Who does?
I do.
You said it.
Hot dog.
Hello? Hello? George H. Jones Company. Hello? Hello?
I'm efficient. She's inefficient.
She's inefficient.
She's got J going.
Going.
Going and coming.
Hot dog.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. J.
Miss A, isn't in yet?
Not yet, Mr. J.
Not yet.
Not yet.
She's late.
I just wanted her to take a letter.
I'll take the letter.
One thing at a time, and that done well.
Done well.
I'll finish it later.
Hew to the line.
You to the line.
Then I'll hurry.
No, haste makes waste.
Waste.
But if you're in a hurry,
I'm never in a hurry. That's how I get ahead. First, no, you're right. Then, go ahead.
Ahead.
When Miss A comes in, tell her I want her to take a letter. It's important.
Miss A. Important.
And I don't want to be disturbed.
You're in conference?
I'm in conference. Unless it's A, B, of course.
Of course. A.B.
Tell Miss A the early bird catches the worm.
The early worm gets caught.
He's caught.
Hooked.
In the pan.
Hot dog.
we beg leave to announce you're late.
You're late.
You're late.
And yesterday,
The day before.
And the day before.
you'll lose your job.
No,
No,
I can't.
can't.
Rent, bills, installments, miscellaneous.
$1.10.95, $3.40, $35, $12.60.
Then why are you late?
Why?
Excuse.
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 Excuse it, please.
Why?
The subway.
Long distance?
Old stuff.
That stall.
Stalled?
No,
What?
I had to get out.
Out.
Out?
Out where?
In the air.
Air.
All those bodies pressing.
Hot dog.
I thought I would faint. I had to get out in the air.
Give her the air.
Free air.
Hot air.
Like I'm dying.
Same thing yesterday and the day before.
Yes. What am I going to do?
Take a taxi.
Call a cop.
Mr. J wants you.
Me?
You.
Mr. J?
Mr. J,
He's bellowing for you.
get it just right.
She's always doing that to her hair.
It gives a line. It gives a line.
Hot dog.
She's artistic.
She's inefficient.
She's inefficient.
Mr. J knows she's inefficient.
46, 23, 84, 2, 2, 2, 1,492, 678.
Hello? Hello? George H. Jones Company. Hello? Mr. Jones? He's in conference.
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 Hot dog.
Do you think he'll marry her?
If she'll have him.
If she'll have him,
Do you think she'll have him?
How much does he get?
Plenty. 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, 25,000.
and plenty put away.
Gas preferred. 4s, steel. 5s, oil. 6s,
Hot dog.
Will she have him? Will she have him? This agreement entered into, party of the first part, party of the second part. Will he have her?
Well, I'd hate to get into bed with him. Hello. Hmm. Hold the line a minute, will you? Hello. Hello, AB. Just a minute, Mr. AB. Mr. J. Mr. AB. Go ahead, Mr. AB. We were interrupted. Huh? 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 Hmm.
That's all you'll ever say to a guy?
Hum, or uh-huh.
That's all you have to. Huh? Huh?
Mostly, hum.
You've said it.
Hot dog.
Hum. 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 Tonight, she's got a date. She told me last night. Hum. 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 All right. Too bad. My boyfriend's got a friend, but my girlfriend's got a date.
You have a good time.
Big time.
Small time.
A big time on the small time.
I'd ask you, kid, but you'd be up to your neck.
Neckers.
Petters.
Sweet papas.
Wanna come?
Can't.
Date?
My mother.
Worries?
Nags. Hello? George H. Jones Company. Oh, hello.
Why don't you get back to work?
What?
Work.
Can't.
Can't?
My machine's out of order.
Well, fix it.
I can't. Gotta get somebody.
Somebody. Somebody. Always somebody. Here, sort the mail then.
All right.
And hurry. You're late.
George H. Jones and Company. George H. Jones Inc. George H. Jones.
You're always late.
You'll lose your job.
George H. Jones. George H. Jones Personal.
Don't let him get your goat, kid. Tell him where to get off.
What?
Ain't it all set?
What?
You and Mr. J.
You and the boss.
You and the big chief.
You and the big cheese.
Did he tell you?
I told you.
I told you.
I don't believe it.
5,000, 10,000, 15,000.
Hot dog.
No, it isn't so.
Isn't it?
No.
Not yet.
But soon.
Hot dog.
George H. Jones Company. Hello, hello.
Awaiting your answer.
5,000, 10,000, 15,000.
That letter done?
No.
What's the matter?
She hasn't started.
Okay. Want to make some changes?
My machine's out of order.
Okay. Use the one in my room.
I'm sorting the mail.
One thing at a time.
When you're finished. Okay, when you're finished.
Haste makes waste.
Okay. Don't hurry.
Hew to the line.
He's hewing.
Hot dog.
Why did you flinch, kid?
Flinch?
Did he pinch?
No.
Then what?
Nothing. Just his hand.
Oh, just his hand. No. Tell him no.
If she does, she'll lose her job.
Fired.
The sack.
And if she doesn't
She'll come to work in a taxi.
work,
No work.
No worry.
Breakfast in bed.
Did Madam ring?
Lunch in bed.
a double bed. Yes, Mr. J. Jay wants you.
I can't. I'm not ready. In a minute.
5,000, 10,000, 15,000.
Profits. Plans. Purchase.
Call your attention, our prices are fixed.
Hello, hello. George H. Jones Company. Hello, hello.
Marry me. Wants to marry me. George H. Jones, George H. Jones and Company, Mrs. George H. Jones, Mrs. George H. Jones, dear Madam, Mary, do you take this man to be your wedded husband? I do. To love, honor, to love, kisses. No, I can't. George H. Jones, how would you like to marry me? What do you say? Why, Mr. Jones, let me look at your little hands. You have such pretty little hands. Let me hold your pretty little hands. George H. Jones, fat hands, flabby hands. Don't touch me, please. Fat hands are never weary. Please don't. Married. All girls. Most girls. Married. Babies. A baby. Curls. Little curls all over its head. George H. Jones. Straight. Thin. Bald. Don't touch me, please. No. Can't. Must. Somebody. Something. No rest. Must rest. No rest. Must rest. No rest. Late today, yesterday, before, late, subway, air, pressing bodies, trembling air. Stop. Air. Late. Job. No job. Fired. Late. Alarm clock. Alarm clock. Alarm clock. Hurry. Job. Ma. Nag. 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 Ma. Hurry. Job. No job. No money. Installments due. No money. Money. George H. Jones. Money. Mrs. George H. Jones. Money. No work. No worry. Free. Rest. Sleep till 9. Sleep till 10. Sleep till noon. Now you take a good rest this morning. Don't get up till you want to. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, don't. Please don't touch me. I want to rest. No rest. Earn. Gotta earn. Married. Earn. No. Yes. Earn. All girls. Most girls. Ma. Pa. All women. Most women. I can't. I must. Maybe. Must. Somebody. Something. Ma. Pa. Ma. Can I, Ma? Tell me, Ma. Something. Somebody.
Blackout. The sound of office machines continue until the scene lights into episode 2, and the office sounds become the sound of a radio upstage. Episode 2, at home. A kitchen table, chairs, plates of food, garbage can, pair of rubber gloves. The door at the back now opens on a hall. The window on an apartment house court. At rise, young woman and mother eating. Radio off stage. The radio stops.
Ma, I want to talk to you.
Aren't you eating a potato?
No,
Why not?
I don't want one.
That's no reason. Here, take one.
I don't want it.
Potatoes go with stew. Here.
Ma, I don't want it.
Want it? Take it.
But oh, all right. Ma, I want to ask you something.
Eat your potato.
Ma, there's something I want to ask you. Something important.
Is it mealy?
It's all right.
£3 for a quarter.
Ma, tell me.
There's the garbage.
Garbage.
All right. What's the matter now?
Nothing.
That jumping up from the table every night the garbage is collected. You act like you're crazy.
Ma, do all women?
I suppose you think you're too nice for anything so common. Well, let me tell you, my lady, It's a very important part of life.
I know, but Ma, if you...
If it weren't for garbage cans, where would we be? Where would we all be? Living in filth. That's what. Filth. I should think you'd be glad. I should think you'd be grateful.
Ma,
Well, are you?
am I what?
Glad. Grateful.
Yes.
You don't act like it.
Oh, Ma, don't...
You just said you wanted to talk.
Well, now, I want to think. I gotta think.
Aren't you going to finish your potato?
Oh, Ma!
Is there anything the matter with it?
No,
Then why don't you finish it?
because I don't want it.
Why don't you?
Ma, let me alone.
Well, you've got to eat. If you don't eat,
Ma, don't nag.
nag. Just because I try to look out for you, nag. Just because I try to care for you, nag. Why, you haven't sense enough to eat. What would become of you, I'd like to know, if I didn't nag?
Johnny, Johnny, come in now.
Oh, Ma.
It's getting cold.
Oh, Ma.
You heard me.
I'm grown up, Ma.
Grown up? What do you mean by that?
Nothing much, I guess. Let's not do the dishes right away, Ma. Let's talk. I gotta.
Well, I can't talk with dirty dishes around. You may be able to, but...
Mom, listen, listen. There's a man who wants to marry me.
What man?
He says he fell in love with my hands.
In love? Is that beginning again? I thought you were over that.
Come on out.
I can't.
Nobody'll see you.
I can't.
It's dark now. Come on.
Well, just for a minute.
Meet you around the corner.
I got to get married, Ma.
What do you mean?
I gotta.
You haven't got in trouble, have you?
Don't talk like that.
Well, you say you got to get married. What do you mean?
Nothing.
Answer me.
All women get married, don't they?
Nonsense.
You got married, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Where are you going?
Out.
You were out last night.
Was I?
You're always going out.
Am I?
Where you going?
Out.
Who is he? Where did you come to know him?
In the office.
In the office?
It's Mr. J,
Mr. J?
the vice president.
Vice President? His income must be Does he know you had a mother to support?
Yes.
What does he say?
All right.
How soon are you going to marry him?
I'm not going to.
Not going to.
No, I'm not going to.
But you just said.
I'm not going to.
Are you crazy?
I can't, Ma. I can't.
Why can't you?
I don't love him.
Love? What does that amount to? Will it clothe you? Will it feed you? Will it pay the bills?
No, but it's real just the same.
Real?
If it isn't, what can you count on in life?
I'll tell you what you can count on. You can count that you've got to eat and sleep and get up and put clothes on your back and take them off again. That you got to get old and that you got to die. That's what you can count on. All the rest is in your head.
But Ma, didn't you love Clara?
I suppose I did. I don't know. I've forgotten. But what difference does it make now?
But then, oh, Mom, tell me
Tell you what?
about all that love.
Don't.
What's the matter? Don't you want me to kiss you?
Not like that.
Like what?
That silly kiss.
Ah, silly kiss.
You look so silly. Oh, I know what's coming when you look like that and kiss me like that. Don't. Go away.
He's a decent man, isn't he?
I don't know. How should I know? Yet.
He's a vice president. Of course he's decent.
I don't care whether he's decent or not. I won't marry him.
But you just said you wanted to marry.
Not him.
Who?
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't found him yet.
You talk like you're crazy.
Oh, Ma, tell me.
Tell you what?
Tell me. Your skin and curl audit? When he just comes near you. That's wrong, ain't it? You get over that, do you? Ever. Do you? Or do you? How is it, Ma? Do you?
Do you what?
You get used to it. So after a while it doesn't matter? Or don't you? Does it always matter? You ought to be in love, oughtn't you, Ma? You must be in love, mustn't you, Ma? That changes everything, doesn't it? Or does it? Maybe if you just like a person, it's all right, is it? When he puts a hand on me, my blood turns cold. But your blood oughtn't turn cold, ought it? His hands are fat, Ma. Don't you see? His hands are fat. And they sort of press, and they're fat, don't you see? Don't you see?
See what?
I've always thought that I'd find somebody young and attractive with wavy hair. Wavy hair. I always think of children with curls, little curls all over their head. Somebody young and attractive that I'd like and that I'd love. But I haven't found anybody like that yet. I haven't found anybody. I've hardly known anybody. You'd never let me go with anybody. And
are you throwing it up to me that?
No, let me finish, Ma. Let me finish. I just mean that I've never found anybody. Nobody's ever asked me. Till now. He's the only man that's ever asked me. And I suppose I gotta marry somebody. All girls do.
Nonsense.
But I can't go on like this, Ma. I don't know why, but I can't. It's like I'm all tight inside. Sometimes I feel like I'm stifling. You don't know stifling. I can't go on like this much longer. Going to work, coming home, going to work, coming home. I can't. Sometimes in the subway, I think I'm going to die. And sometimes even in the office, if something don't happen, I gotta do something. I don't know. It's like I'm all tight inside.
You're crazy.
Oh, Ma.
You're crazy.
Ma, if you tell me that again, I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
If that isn't crazy,
I'll kill you. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. Sometimes I think I am. The thoughts that go on in my mind, sometimes I think I am. I can't help it if I am. I do the best I can. I do the best I can, and I'm nearly crazy. Go away. Go away. You don't know anything about anything. You haven't got any pity, no pity. You just take it for granted that I go to work every day and come home every night and bring my money every week. You just take it for granted. You let me go on forever and never feel any pity. Ma, forgive me. Forgive me.
my own child, to be spoken to like that by my own child.
I didn't mean it, Ma. I didn't mean it.
You're all I've got in the world. And you don't want me. You want to kill me.
No, I don't, Ma. I just said that.
I've worked for you and slaved for you.
I know, Ma.
I brought you into this world.
I know, Ma.
You're flesh of my flesh.
I know, Ma. I know.
And
You rest now, Ma. You rest.
I gotta do the dishes.
I'll do the dishes. You listen to the music, Ma. I'll do the dishes.
Ma sits. The young woman crosses behind the screen, takes a pair of rubber gloves, begins to put them on. The mother sees them. They irritate her. This is a return of her characteristic mood.
Those gloves. I've been washing dishes for 40 years and I never wore gloves. But my lady's hands, my lady's hands.
Sometimes you talk to me like you're jealous, Ma.
Jealous?
It's my hands that got me a husband.
A husband? So you're going to marry him now?
I suppose so.
You ain't the craziest.
Blackout. In the darkness, the mother song goes into jazz, very faint, as the scene lights into episode 3, the honeymoon. A hotel bedroom, bed, chair, mirror. Offstage, at Rise, bellboy husband and young woman enter. Bellboy carries the luggage. He switches the light on by the door. Stop the music. And the husband said,
Well, here we are.
Is the husband George?
Yes.
Okay. Ah, well, here we are.
Anything else, sir?
Well, here we are.
Yes, here we are.
Aren't you going to take your hat off, stay a while? This is all right, isn't it? Huh? Huh?
It's very nice.
$12 a day. They must know how to soak you in these pleasure resorts. $12. Well, we'll get our money's worth out of it, all right. I'm going to wash up. Don't you want to wash up? I do. It was a long trip. I want to wash up. Hey, pull that blind down. They can see in.
I thought you said there'd be a view of the ocean.
Sure there is.
I just see people dancing.
No, the ocean's beyond.
I was counting on seeing it.
You'll see it tomorrow. What's eating you? We'll take in the boardwalk. Don't you want to wash up?
No.
It was a long trip. Sure you don't? Say, pull down that blind. Oh, wait, better make yourself at home. I'm going to. Say, pull down that blind.
It's close. Don't you think it's close?
Well, you don't want people looking in, do you? Uh-huh.
No.
I guess not, huh? Ooh. Let's see. Say, you look a little white around the gills. What's the matter?
Nothing.
You look like you're scared.
No.
Nothing to be scared of. You're with your husband, you know.
I know.
Happy.
Yes.
And come here. Give us a kiss. That's the girlie. Like that? Hey, stay there. What are you moving for? You know, you got to learn to relax, little girl. Hey, what do you got under there?
Nothing.
Nothing. That's a good one. Nothing, huh? Huh? That reminds me of the story of the Pullman porter and the, what's the matter? Did I tell you that one?
I don't know.
The Pullman porter and the tart?
No.
It's a good one. Well, the train was just pulling out of, and the tart
You did tell that one.
about the,
Yes, yes, I remember now.
yes. All right. If I did, you sure it was the one about the,
I'm sure.
when he asked her what she had underneath her seat, and she said,
Yes, yes, that one.
all right. But I don't believe I did. You know, you have got something under there. What is it?
Nothing. Just my garter.
Your garter. Say, did I tell you the one about,
Yes, yes.
how do you know which one I mean?
You told me them all.
No, I didn't. Not by a jugful. I got a lot of them up my sleeve yet. That's part of what I owe my success to. My ability to spring a good story. You know, you got to learn to relax, little girl. Haven't you?
Yes.
That's one of the biggest things to learn in life. That's part of what I owe my success to. Now, you go and get those heavy things off and relax.
They're not heavy.
You haven't got much on, have you? but you feel better with them off. Want me to help you?
No,
I'm your husband, you know.
I know.
You aren't afraid of your husband now, are you?
No, of course not, but I thought maybe. Can't we go out for a little while?
Out? What for?
Fresh air? Walk? Talk?
We can talk here. I'll tell you all about myself. Go along now. Well, where are you going?
In here?
I thought you didn't want to wash up.
I just want to get ready.
You don't have to go in there to take your clothes off.
I want to.
What for?
I always do.
What?
Undress by myself?
You've never been married till now, have you? Or have you been putting something over on me?
No.
I understand. Kind of modest, huh? Huh?
Yes.
I understand women. All right, go along. Don't close the door. Thought you wanted to talk. You're awful quiet. What are you doing in there?
Just getting ready.
I'm going to enjoy life from now on. I haven't had such an easy time of it. I got where I am by hard work and self-denial. Now I'm going to enjoy life. I'm going to make up for all I missed. Aren't you about ready?
Not yet.
Next year, maybe we'll go to Paris. You can buy a lot of that French underwear. And Switzerland. All my life, I've wanted a Swiss watch that I bought right there. I could have got a Swiss watch here, but I always wanted one that I bought right there. Isn't that funny? Huh? Isn't it? Huh? Huh?
Yes.
All my life, I've wanted a Swiss watch that I bought right there. All my life, I've counted on having that someday, more than anything, except one thing. You know what?
No,
Yes.
I can't.
Then I'm coming in and tell you.
No, please. Please don't.
Well, hurry up then. I thought you women didn't wear much of anything these days, huh? Huh? I'm coming in.
No, just a minute.
All right, just a minute. 13, 14. I'm counting the seconds on you. That's what you said, didn't you? Just a minute. 49, 50, 51, 52, 53.
Here I am.
She wears a little white gown that hangs very straight. She is very still, but her eyes are wide with curious, helpless animal terror. Husband starts toward her, stops. The room is in shadow except for one dim light by the bed. The sound of the girl weeping.
You crying? What are you crying for?
Ma, I want my mother.
Huh. I thought you were glad to get away from her.
I want her now. I want somebody.
Well, you've got me, haven't you?
Somebody.
There's nothing to cry about. There's nothing to cry about.
Scene blacks out. The music continues until lights go up for episode 4. Rhythm of the music is gradually replaced by the sound of steel riveting for episode 4. Episode 4, maternal. A room in a hospital bed. In a hospital, bed, chair. The door in the back now opens on a corridor. The window on a tall building going up. At rise, young woman lies still in bed. The door is open. In the corridor, a stretcher wagon goes by. Enter the nurse.
How are you feeling today? Better? No pain? You're getting along fine. Such a sweet baby you have too. Aren't you glad it's a girl? You're not? Oh my, that's no way to talk. Men want boys, women ought to want girls. Maybe you didn't want either, eh? You'll feel different when it begins to nurse. You'll just love it then. Your milk hasn't come in yet, has it? Oh, you don't know, doctor. Anything else you want? Draft? The noise? Oh, that can't be helped. Hospital's got to have a new wing. We're the biggest maternity hospital in the world. I'll close the window, though. No?
Smell everything
Here's your man.
Well, how are we today?
She's getting stronger.
Of course she is.
See what your husband brought you?
Better put him in water right away. Everything okay? Now, see here, my dear. You've got to brace up, you know, and face things. Everybody's got to brace up and face things. That's what makes the world go round. I know all you've been through. Oh, yes, I do. I know all about it. I was right outside all the time. Oh, yes. But you've got to brace up now. Make an effort. Pull yourself together. Start the uphill climb. Oh, I've been down, but I haven't stayed down. I've been licked, but I haven't stayed licked. I pulled myself up by my own bootstraps, and that's what you're going to do. Willpower. That's what conquers. That's what you've got to do. Look at me. Now you've got to brace up. Face the music. Stand the gas. Take life by the horns. Look it in the face. Having a baby is a perfectly natural thing. Why should...
What's the matter?
She's got that gagging again, like she had the last time I was here.
You better go, sir.
I'll be back.
She needs rest.
Well, tomorrow then. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow and every day. Goodbye.
You got a mighty nice husband. I guess you know that. Gagging.
How is the little lady today?
She's better, doctor.
Of course she's better. She's all right, aren't you? What's the matter?
She's a little weak yet, doctor.
Milk hasn't come yet.
No, doctor.
Put the child to breast. No, don't you want to nurse your baby? Why not? These modern neurotic women, huh? What are we going to do with them? Bring the baby.
No.
Well, that's strong enough. I thought you were too weak to talk. That's better. You don't want your baby?
No.
What do you want?
Let alone. Let alone.
Bring the baby.
Yes, doctor. She's behaved very badly every time. Doctor, very upset. Maybe we better not.
I decide what we better and better not here, nurse.
Yes, doctor.
Bring the baby.
Yes, doctor.
Gagging. You mean nausea?
Yes, doctor, but...
No buts, nurse.
Yes, doctor.
Nausea, change the diet. What's in her diet?
Liquids.
Give her solids.
Yes, doctor. She says she can't swallow solids.
Give her solids.
Yes, doctor.
Well, wait. I'll change her medicine. After meals, bring the baby.
Yes, doctor.
Let alone. Let alone. Let alone. Let me alone. I've submitted to enough. I won't submit anymore. Crawl off. Crawl off in the dark. Vixen crawled under the bed, way back in the corner under the bed. They were all drowned. Puppies don't go to heaven. Heaven. Golden stairs. Long stairs. Long, long golden stairs. Climb these golden stairs. 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 Climb. Tired. Too tired. Dead. No matter. Nothing matters. Dead. Stairs. Long stairs. All the dead going up to be in heaven. Heaven. Golden stairs. All the children coming down. Coming down to be born. Dead going up. Children coming down. Going up, coming down. Going up, coming down. Going up, coming down. Going up. Stop! Stop! No. No traffic cop. No traffic cop in heaven. Traffic cop. Can't you give a smile? Tired. Too tired. No matter. It doesn't matter. St. Peter at the gate, you can't come in. No matter. It doesn't matter. I'll rest. I'll lie down, all written down in a big book. No matter. It doesn't matter. I'll lie down. It weighs on me. It's over me. It weighs. It's heavy. It's a heavy book. No matter. I still don't move. Can't move. Rest. Forget, they say you forget a girl. Aren't you glad it's a girl? A little girl. With no hair. None. Curls. A little bald girl. Curls all over his head. What kind of hair had God? No matter. It doesn't matter. Everybody loves God. They've got to love God. God is love. Even if he's bad, they gotta love him. Even if he's got fat hands. No. He wouldn't be God. His hands make you well. He lays on his hands, well and happy, no matter, it doesn't matter. Too far, tired, too tired. Vixen crawled off under the bed. 8. There were 8. A woman crawled off under the bed. A woman has 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 plus 2 is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 4 is 8. Vixen had 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Puffy had 8. All drowned in blood. Oh, God never had one. Mary had one. In a manger. A lowly manger. God's on a high throne. Far, too far. No matter. It doesn't matter. God, Mary, God, Mary, Virgin Mary. Mary has one. The Holy Ghost. George H. Jones. Oh, please don't touch me. Let me rest. I know I can rest. The weight is gone. Inside, the weight is gone. It's only outside. Outside, all around. Wait, I'm under it. Vixen crawled under the bed. There were 8. I'll not submit anymore. I will not submit. I'll not submit.
Blackout. The sound of riveting continues until it goes into the sound of an electric piano, and the scene lights up for episode 5. Episode 5, prohibited. A bar, bottles, table, chairs, electric piano. At Rise, everyone except the girls are on. Of the characters, the man and the woman at table 1 are an ordinary man and a woman. The man at table 2 is a middle-aged fairy. The boy is young, untouched. At table 3, first man is pleasing, common, vigorous. He has a coarse, wavy hair. Second man is an ordinary salesman type. At table 3,
I'm going to beat it.
Oh, for the love of Mike.
They ain't going to show.
Sure they'll show.
How do you know they'll show?
I'll tell you, you can't keep that baby away from me. Just got to. She comes running.
Looks like it.
The same.
Oh, I'm sorry I brought you here.
Why?
This purgatory of noise. I brought you here to give you pleasure, to let you taste pleasure. This sherry they have here is bottled for heaven. Wait till you taste it.
But I don't drink.
Drink? This isn't drink. Real Amontillado is sunshine and orange groves. It's the Mediterranean and blue moonlight and love. Have you ever been in love?
No.
Never in love with a woman?
No, not really.
What do you mean, really?
Just that.
Ah, 2. You know what I want. 2.
Well, are you going through with it or ain't you?
That's what I want to do. Go through with it.
but you can't.
Why can't I?
How can you? It's nothing. Most women don't think anything about it. They just. Bert told me a doctor to go to, gave me an address.
Don't talk about it.
Gotta talk about it. You got to get out of this. What are you having?
Nothing. I don't want anything. I had enough.
Do you good? The same?
I suppose so.
The same.
I'm going to beat it.
Listen, I'm counting on you to take the other one off my hands.
I'm going to beat it.
Oh, for the love of Mike, have a heart. Listen, as a favor to me, I gotta be home by 6. I promised my wife. Sure, that don't leave me no time at all if we gotta hang around, entertain some dame. You gotta take her off my hands.
Maybe she won't fall for me.
Sure, she'll fall for you. They all fall for you. Even my wife likes you. Tries to kid herself. It's your brave exploits. But I know what it is. Sure, she'll fall for you.
Hello.
Good night.
What's eating you?
Nothing's eating me. I thought something must have swallowed you.
Why?
You're late.
Oh. Mrs. Jones, Mr. Smith.
Meet my friend, Mr. Rowe. The same and 2 more.
So we kept you waiting, did we?
Only about an hour.
Was it that long?
We've been here that long, ain't we, Dick?
Just about, Harry.
For the love of God, what delayed you?
Tell Helen that one.
The old Irish woman that went to her first race, bet on the skate that came in last. She went up to the jockey and asked him, for the love of God, what delayed you?
Why, that's kind of funny.
Kinda. What do you mean, kinda?
I just mean there are not that many of them that are funny at all.
Not if you haven't heard the funny ones.
Oh, I've heard them all.
Not a laugh in a carload, eh?
Got a cigarette?
One of these?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
One of these?
Thanks. I like these.
Well, baby, how they coming, huh?
Couldn't be better.
How's every little thing?
Just great.
Miss me?
I'll say so. When did you get in?
Just a couple hours ago.
Miss me?
Did I? You don't know the half of it.
Can we dance here?
Not here.
Where do we go from here?
Where do we go from here? You just got here.
What's the hurry?
What's the rush?
I don't know.
Helen wants to dance.
I just want to keep moving.
You want to keep moving, huh?
You must be one of those restless babies. Where do we go from here?
It's only some days I want to keep moving.
You want to keep moving, huh?
Uh-huh.
Stick around a while.
Where do we go from here? Say, what kind of crowd do you run with anyway?
Helen don't run with any crowd. Do you, Helen?
No.
Well, I'm not a crowd. Run with me.
All set, huh? Dick was about ready to beat it.
That's before I met the little lady. Here's how.
Here's to you.
Here's looking at you.
Here's the happy days.
That's good stuff.
Off the boat.
Off the boat?
They get all their stuff there. Off the boat.
That's what they say.
No, sure. Sure they do, sure.
It's all right with me.
But they do. Sure.
I believe you, darling.
Did you miss me?
Uh-huh.
Any other daddies?
Uh-uh.
Love any daddy but daddy?
Uh-uh.
Let's beat it.
We just got here.
Don't I know it? Come on!
But,
You're all set, aren't you?
Are we?
I gotta be out of the house by 6. Come on! Come on, kid, let's beat it. Business is business, you know. I got a lot to do yet this afternoon. Thought you might want to come along with me. Help me out. How about it?
sure, I'll go along with you. Help you out.
All right with you folks?
All right with me.
All right with you?
All right with me.
Come on. Hey, what's the damage?
Go on.
No,
Go
I'll
on.
match you.
Heads wins.
Heads, I win. Tails, you lose.
He's matching me.
Am I matching you or you matching me?
I'm matching you. You're stung.
Not so you can notice it.
That's for you, Helen.
She ain't dumb. Come on.
You be nice to her now. She's very fastidious. Goodbye.
I know what business is like.
You do ya?
I used to be a business girl myself before
Before what?
I quit.
What did you quit for?
I just quit.
You're married, huh?
Yes, I am.
All right with me.
Some men don't seem to like a woman after she's married.
What's the difference?
Depends on the man, I guess.
Depends on the woman, I guess. 2, the same.
It don't amount to nothing. God, most women just,
I know.
they don't think nothing of it. They just,
I know.
Yeah, I forgot. I want you to do something for me, will you?
Sure. What is it?
I want you to telephone me out home tomorrow and ask me to come into town, will you?
Sure. Why not?
You know, business. Get me?
I get you.
I work the telegraph gag to death and my wife likes it.
What's your number?
I'll write it down for you.
How is your wife?
Yeah, she's fine.
And the kid?
Great. Come on, kid. Get this bird to tell you all about himself.
Keep him from it.
Get him to tell you how we killed a couple of spics down in Mexico.
You been in Mexico?
He just came from there.
Can you teach us the tango?
You killed a man?
2 of them with a bottle. Get him to tell you with a bottle. Come on, kid. Goodbye.
Why did you?
What?
Kill him.
To get free.
Oh.
You really must taste this. Just taste it. It's a real Amontillado, you know.
Where do they get it here?
It's always down the side streets one finds the real pleasures, don't you think?
I don't know.
Learn. Come on, taste this Amontillado. Or don't you like Amontillado?
I don't know. I never had any before.
Your first taste. How I envy you. Come, taste it, and die. Poe was a lover of Amontillado. He returns to it continually, you remember. Or are you a lover of Poe?
I've read a lot of him.
What? Are you a lover?
There were a bunch of bandits, you know, took me in the hills, holding me there. What was I to do? Got the 2 birds that guarded me drunk one night, and then I filled the empty bottle with small stones and let them have it.
Oh.
I had to get free, didn't I? I let them have it.
Oh. Then what did you do?
Then I beat it.
Where to?
Right here. Glad?
Yes.
The same.
You're just scared because this is the first time. And
I'm not scared.
then what are you, for Christ's sake?
I'm not scared. I want it. I want to have it. That ain't being scared, is it?
It's being goofy.
I don't care.
What about your folks?
I don't care.
What about your job? You got to keep your job, haven't you? Haven't you?
I suppose so.
Well, there you are.
All right. Let's go now. You got the address?
Now you're coming too.
A bottle like that?
Yeah. Filled with pebbles.
What kind of pebbles?
Pebbles. Off the ground.
Oh.
Necessity, you know? Mother of invention. Ain't a bad weapon. First you got a sledgehammer, and then you got a knife. Women don't like knives, do they?
No.
Don't mind a hammer so much, though, do they?
No.
I didn't like it myself, any of it. But I had to get free, didn't I? Sure, had to get free, didn't I? Now, I'm damn glad I did.
Why?
You know why.
Let's go to my rooms, and I'll show them to you. I have a first edition of Verlaine that will simply make your mouth water. Here, there's a sip at the bottom of my glass. The last sip's the sweetest, wasn't it?
And I always thought that was dregs.
When you put your hand over mine. When you just touch me.
Yeah? Come on, kid. Let's go.
Where?
You haven't been around much, have you, kid?
No.
I could just tell that just to look at you.
You could?
Sure I could. What are you running around with a girl like that, the other one for?
I don't know. She seems to have a good time.
So that's it?
Don't she?
Don't you?
No.
Never?
Never.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just me, I guess.
You're all right.
Am I?
Sure. You just haven't met the right guy. That's all. Girl like you gotta meet the right guy.
I know.
You're different from girls like that other one. Any guy'll do her. You're different.
I guess I am.
You didn't fall for that business gag, did you? When they went off?
Well, I thought they wanted to be alone, probably, but...
And how?
Oh. So that's it?
That's it. Come along. Let's go.
This?
Don't you like me?
Yes.
Then what's the matter?
Do you like me?
Like ya. You don't know the half of it. Listen, you know what you seem like to me?
What?
An angel. Just like an angel.
You do?
That's what I said. Let's go.
Where?
Where do you live?
Oh, we can't go to my place.
Then come to my place.
I couldn't. Is it far?
Just a step. Come on.
I couldn't. What is it? A room?
No, an apartment. A one-room apartment.
That's different.
On the ground floor. No one will see you coming or going.
I couldn't.
Wait a minute. I gotta pay the damage. And I'll get a bottle of something to take along.
Oh, no, don't.
Why not?
Well, don't bring any pebbles.
Say, forget that, will you?
I just meant I don't think I'll need anything to drink.
You like me, don't you, kid?
Do you, me?
Wait, What do you mean? What do you want?
I think that's Rachel. And
Same old thing.
The usual. First man crosses the young woman with a wrapped bottle under his arm. She rises and starts out with him. As they pass the piano, he stops and puts in a nickel. The music starts as they exit. The scene blacks out. The music of the electric piano continues until the lights go up for episode 6. And the music has become the music of a hand organ, very, very faint. Episode 6, intimate, a dark room. At rise, darkness, nothing can be discerned. From the outside comes the sound of a hand organ, very faint, and the irregular rhythm of passing feet. The hand organ is played Cielito, Lindo, that Spanish song that has been on every hand organ lately.
You're awful still, honey. What you thinking about?
about seashells.
Seashells? Geez, I can't say it.
When I was little, my grandmother used to have a big pink seashell above the mantle behind the stove. When we go to visit her, they'd let me hold it and listen. That's what I was thinking about now.
Yeah?
You can hear the sea in them, you know.
Yeah, I know.
I wonder why that is.
Search me.
Are you going?
No, just want a cigarette.
Oh,
Want one?
no. Let me light it for you.
You got mighty pretty hands, honey. This little pig went to market. This little pig stayed home. This little pig went.
Deedle deedle dee.
You got awful pretty hands.
I used to have, but I haven't taken much care of them lately. I will now. What is that?
What?
That music.
A Dago hand organ. I gave him 2 bits the first day I got here, so he comes by every day.
I mean, what's he playing?
Cielito lindo.
What does that mean?
Little heaven.
Little heaven?
That's what lovers call each other in Spain.
Spain's where all the castles are, isn't it?
Yeah.
Little heaven. Sing it.
Da la Sierra Morena viene, bajando, un par de ojitos negros, cielito lindo, da contrabando.
What does it mean?
From the high, dark mountains.
From the high, dark mountains.
Ah, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't make sense. It's love. Ay, ay, ay.
I know what that means.
What?
Ay, ay, ay.
Canta, non llores. Sing, don't cry.
La, 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 little heaven.
Got a nice voice, honey.
Have I?
You bet you have. Hey.
Oh, you ticklish.
Sure I am. Hey. Go on, honey. Sing something.
I couldn't.
Go on. You got a fine voice.
Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see the sporn, and the dish ran away with the spoon. I never thought that had any sense before, but now I get it.
You got me beat.
It's you and me. La 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 la, little heaven. You're the dish, and I'm the spoon.
You're a little spoon, all right.
I guess I'm the little cow that jumped over the moon. Do you believe in sort of guardian angels?
What?
Guardian angels.
I don't know. Maybe?
I do. La 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 la. Little heaven. There must be something that looks out for you and brings you your happiness at last. I mean, look at us. How did we both happen to go to that place today if there wasn't something?
Maybe you're right.
Look at us.
Everything's us to you, kid, ain't it?
Ain't it?
All right with me.
We belong together. We belong together. And we're going to stick together, ain't we?
Sing something else.
I tell you, I can't sing.
Sure you can.
I tell you, I hadn't thought of singing since I was a little bit of a girl.
Well, sing anyway.
And every little wavelet had its nightcap on, its nightcap on, its nightcap on. And every little wave had its nightcap on. So very early in the morning. Did you used to sing that when you were a little kid?
Nope.
Didn't you? We used to. In the first grade, little kids, we used to go round and round in a ring and flop our hands up and down. It's supposed to be waves. I remember it used to confuse me because we did just the same thing to be little angels.
Yeah.
You know why I came here?
I can make a good guess.
Because you told me I looked like an angel to you. That's why I came.
Jeez, honey, all women look like angels to me. All white women. I ain't been seeing nothing but Indians, for the last couple of years. Gee, when I got off the boat here the other day and saw all the women, gee, I pretty near went crazy. Talk about looking like angels. Why?
Well, you've had a lot of women, haven't you?
Not so many real ones.
Did you like any of them better than me?
Nope. There wasn't one of them sweeter than you, honey. Not as sweet. No, not as sweet.
I like to hear you say it. Say it again.
Oh,
Go on, tell me again.
here. Does that tell you?
Yes. We're gonna stick together always, aren't we?
I'll have to be moving on, kid, someday.
When?
Quien sabe?
What does that mean?
Quien sabe? You gotta learn that, kid, if you figure on coming with me. It's the answer to everything below the Rio Grande.
What does it mean?
It means, who knows?
Quien sabe?
Yep. Don't forget it now.
I'll never forget it.
Quien sabe?
And I'll never get used to it.
Quien sabe?
I'll never get below the Rio Grande. I'll never get out of here.
Quien sabe?
That's right. Quien sabe? Who knows?
That's the stuff.
You must like it down there.
Can't live anywhere else for long.
Why not?
Oh, you're free down there. You're free.
The street light is lit outside. The outlines of a window take form against this light. There are bars across it, and from outside, the sidewalk cuts across almost the top of it. It's a basement room. The constant going and coming of passing feet, mostly feet of couples, can be dimly seen. Inside on the ledge, there is a lit blooming in a bowl of rocks and water. A lily blooming in a bowl of rocks and water.
What's that?
Just the street light going on.
Is it as late as that?
Late as what?
Dark.
It's been dark for hours. Didn't you know that?
No, I must go.
Wait, the moon will be up in a little while. Full moon.
It isn't that. I'm late. I must go.
She comes into the light. She wears a white chemise that might be the tunic of a dancer. And as she comes into the light, she fastens about her waist a little skirt. She really wears almost exactly the clothes that women wear now, but the finest of their cut. And the grace of ease which she puts them on must turn this episode of her dressing into a personification, an idealization of a woman clothing herself. All her gestures must be unconscious, innocent, relaxed, sure, and full of natural grace, as she sits facing the window, pulling on a stocking.
What's that?
What?
On the window ledge.
A flower.
Who gave it to you?
Nobody gave it to me. I bought it.
For yourself?
Yeah. Why not?
I don't know.
in Chinatown. Made me think of Frisco, where I was a kid. So I bought it.
Is that where you were born? Frisco?
Yep, Twin Peaks.
What's that?
A couple of hills together.
One for you and one for me.
I bet you'd like Frisco.
I know a woman who went out there once.
The bay and the hills. Jeez, that's the life. Every Saturday we used to cross the bay, get a couple nags and just ride over the hills. One would have a blanket on the saddle, the other the grub. At night we'd make a little fire and eat, and then roll up in the old blanket and
Who? Who was with you?
anybody. Jeez, that dry old grass out there smells good at night, full of tarweed, you know.
Is that a good smell?
Tarweed? Didn't you ever smell it? Sure, it's a good smell. The bay and the hills. You look in good shape, kid. A couple of months riding over the mountains with me, you'd be great.
Can I?
What?
Someday. Ride mountains with you?
Ride mountains. Ride donkeys.
It's the same thing. With you. Can I? Someday. The high dark mountains.
Who knows?
It must be great.
You ever been off like that, kid? High up, on top of the world?
Yes.
When?
Today.
You're pretty sweet.
I never knew anything like this. I never knew that I could feel like this. So purified. Don't laugh at me.
I ain't laughing, honey.
Purified.
It's a hell of a word. But I know what you mean. That's the way it is. Sometimes.
Well, goodbye.
Aren't you forgetting something?
She looks toward him, then throws her head slowly back, lifts her right arm. The gesture that is so many states of women. Roll up. He comes up out of the shadow, puts his arm around her, kisses her. His head and arm go further back. She brings her arm around him with a wide encircling gesture. Her hand closes over his head. Her fingers spread. Her fingers are protective, touching. When he releases her, her eyes are shining with tears. She turns away. She looks back at him in the room, and her eyes fasten on the lily.
Can I have that?
Sure. Why not?
She takes it and
Bye.
goes.
And thank you.
Curtain. Episode 7. Domestic. A sitting room. They're a husband and a young woman. They are seated on opposite ends of the divan. They are both reading papers to themselves.
Record production.
Girl turns on gas.
Sale hits 1 million.
Woman leaves all for love.
Market trends steady.
Young wife disappears.
Owns a life interest.
The phone rings.
Oh, that's for me. Hello? Oh, hello, AB. It's all settled? Everything's signed? Good, good. Tell RA to call me up. Well, it's all settled. They signed. Aren't you interested? Aren't you going to ask me?
Did you put it over?
Sure, I put it over.
Did you swing it?
Sure, I swung it.
Did they come through?
Sure, they came through.
Did they sign it?
I'll say they signed.
On the dotted line.
On the dotted line.
The property's yours.
The property's mine. I'll put a first mortgage. I'll put a second mortgage. And the property's mine. Happy?
Happy.
The property's mine. That's not all that's mine. I got a first mortgage on her. I got a second mortgage on her. And she's mine. What's the matter?
Nothing. What?
You flinched when I touched you.
No.
You haven't done that in a long time.
Haven't I?
You used to do it every time I touched you.
Did I?
Didn't know that, did you?
Yes. Yes, I know it.
Just purity?
No.
Oh, I liked it. Purity.
No.
You're one of the purest women that ever lived.
I'm just like anybody else, only
Only what?
nothing.
Yeah, it must be something. Ring, ring. Hello? Hello, R.A. Well, I put it over. Yeah, I swung it. Sure they came through. Did they sign? On the dotted line. The property's mine. I made the proposition. I sold them the idea. Now watch me. Tell DD to call me up. That was R.A. What are you looking at?
Nothing.
You must be looking at something.
Nothing. The moon.
Oh, the moon's something, isn't it?
Yes.
What's it doing?
Nothing.
Must be doing something.
It's moving. Moving.
Pull the shade down, my dear.
Why?
People can look in.
Phone rings again.
Hello? Hello, DD. Yes, I put it over. They came across. I put it over on them. Yep. I'll say I am. Yep. On the dotted line. Now, you watch me. Yep. But tell BM to phone me. That was DD. Aren't you listening?
I'm reading.
What are you reading?
Nothing.
Must be something.
Prisoner escapes, lifer breaks jail, shoots way to freedom.
Don't read that stuff. Listen, here's a first-rate editorial. I agree with this. I agree, absolutely. Are you listening?
I'm listening.
All men are born free and entitled to the pursuit of happiness. You're nervous tonight.
I try not to be.
You inherit that from your mother. Now, she was in the office today.
Was she?
To get her allowance.
Oh,
Don't you know it's the first?
poor Ma.
Now, what would she do without me?
I know. You're very good.
One thing, she's grateful.
Poor Ma. Poor Ma.
She's got to have care.
Yes, she's got to have care.
A mother's a very precious thing. A good mother.
I try to be a good mother.
Oh, of course you're a good mother.
I try.
A mother's a very precious thing. Yeah. And a child's a precious thing. Precious jewels.
Sale of jewels and precious stones.
What's the matter?
I feel as though we're drowning.
Drowning?
With stones around my neck.
You just imagine that.
Stifling.
You don't breathe deep enough. Breathe now. Look at me. Breath is life. Life is breath.
And what is death?
All right? No, just breath. No, just no breath.
Just no breath.
All right?
All right.
I feel cold air, my dear.
Cold air?
Close the window, will you?
It isn't open.
Don't you feel cold air?
No, you just imagine it.
No, I never imagine anything. What are you reading?
Nothing.
Oh, you must be reading something.
Woman finds husband dead.
Oh. Here's a man says, I owe my success to a yeast cake a day. My digestion is good. I sleep very well. And where are you going?
No place.
You must be going someplace.
Just to bed.
Well, it isn't 11 yet. Wait.
8?
Oh, it's only 10:46. Wait. Come here.
Oh. I want to go away.
Away? Where?
Anywhere away.
Why? What's the matter?
I'm scared.
What of?
I can't sleep. I haven't slept.
Oh, that's nothing.
The moon, when it's full moon,
That's nothing.
I can't sleep.
Of course not. But it's the light.
I don't see it. I feel it. I'm afraid.
Nonsense. Come here.
I want to go away.
But I can't get away now.
Alone.
You've never been away alone.
I know.
What would you do?
Maybe I'd sleep.
Now you wait.
Wait?
We'll take a trip. We'll go to Europe. I'll get my watch. I'll get my Swiss watch. I've always wanted a Swiss watch that I bought right there. Isn't that funny? Oh, wait. Another revolution below the Rio Grande.
Below the Rio Grande?
Yes, another.
Is anyone hurt?
No,
Any prisoners?
no,
All free?
all free.
He resumes his paper. The young woman sits staring ahead of her. The music of the hand organ sounds off very dimly, playing Dialito Lindo. Voices begin to sing it, and then the words, and the music and the voices get louder.
The voice of our lovers, Jeremiah.
They were a bunch of banditos. Banditos, you know. Holding me there. What was I to do? I had to get free, didn't I? I had to get free.
Free, free, free.
I filled an empty bottle with small stones.
Stones, stones, precious stones. Millstones, stones, stones, millstones.
Just a bottle with small stones.
Stones, stones, small stones.
You only need a bottle with small stones.
Stones, stones, small stones. Stones for
Stones
sale.
for sale. Stones, stones, small stones, precious stones.
Stones, stones, precious stones.
Had to get free, didn't I? Free.
Free, free.
Quien sabe? Who knows? Who knows?
Who'd know? Who'd know? Who'd know?
Stones, stones, small stones, big stones, millstones, cold stones, headstones.
Headstones, headstones, headstones. Blackout. Let's take 5, please. Episode 8, The Law. The scene is a courtroom. The words and movements of these people, except the young woman, are routine, mechanical. Each is going through the motions of his own game. At rise, all assembled except for the judge. Enter the judge.
Hear ye, hear ye. Lawyer from Sincere. Okay.
State versus king. State versus cling. Stay of execution.
Denied.
Bing versus ding. Demurrer. Case of John King. Habeas corpus.
People of the state of prison versus Helen Jones.
Defense ready to proceed?
We're ready, Your Honor.
Proceed.
Helen Jones.
Helen Jones.
Mrs. Jones, will you take the stand?
The defense sprang a surprise at the opening of court this morning by putting the accused woman on the stand. The prosecution was swept off its feet by this daring defense strategy and
Trembling and scarcely able to stand, Helen Jones, accused murderess, had to be almost carried to the witness stand this morning when her lawyer—
Do you swear to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing, so help you God?
I do.
You may sit.
What is your name?
Helen Jones,
Your age?
29.
Where do you live?
In prison?
"This is my client's legal address."
I object to this insinuation on the part of counsel of any illegality in the holding of this defendant in jail when the law,
I made no such insinuation.
you implied it.
I did not.
You're a,
Order.
Order!
Your Honor, I object to counsel's constant attempt to—
I protest. I want to say,
Order.
Order!
Proceed with the witness.
Mrs. Jones, you are the widow of the late George H. Jones, are you not?
Yes.
How long were you married to the late George H. Jones before his demise?
6 years.
6 years. And it was a happy marriage, was it not? Did you quarrel?
No, sir.
Then it was a happy marriage, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
In those 6 years of married life with your late husband, the late George H. Jones, did you ever have a quarrel?
No, sir.
Never one quarrel?
the witness has said,
6 years without one quarrel. 6 years. Gentlemen of the jury, I ask you to consider this fact. 6 years of married life without a quarrel. I ask you to consider it seriously, very seriously. Who of us, and this is not intended as any reflection on the sacred institution of marriage, no, but
Proceed with your witness.
you have one child, have you not, Mrs. Jones?
Yes, sir.
A little girl, is it not?
Yes, sir.
How old is she?
She's 5. Past 5.
A little girl of past 5. Since the demise of the late Mr. Jones, you are the only parent she has living, are you not?
Yes, sir.
Before your marriage to the late Mr. Jones, you worked and supported your mother, did you not?
I object, Your Honor, irrelevant, immaterial, and also,
Objection sustained.
In order to support your mother and yourself as a girl, you worked, did you not?
Yes, sir.
What did you do?
I was a stenographer.
And since your marriage, you have continued as her sole support, have you not?
Yes, sir.
A devoted daughter, gentlemen of the jury, as well as a devoted wife and a devoted mother.
Your Honor.
And now, Mrs. Jones, I will ask you, the law expects me to ask you, it demands that I ask you, did you or did you not, on the night of June 2nd last, or the morning of June 3rd last, kill your husband, the late George H. Jones? Did you or did you not?
I did not.
You did not?
I did not.
Now, Mrs. Jones, you have heard the witnesses for the state. They were not many, and they did not have much to say.
I object.
Sustained.
You have heard some police and you have heard some doctors, none of whom was present. The prosecution could not furnish any witness to the crime. Not one witness.
Your Honor,
Nor one motive.
Your Honor, I protest. I must.
Sustained.
But such as these witnesses were, you have heard them try to accuse you of deliberately murdering your own husband. This husband with whom, by your own statement, you have never had a quarrel. Not one quarrel in 6 years of married life. Murdering him, I say, or rather, they say, while he slept, by brutally hitting him over the head with a bottle filled with small stones. Did you, I repeat this, or did you not?
I did not.
You did not. Of course you did not. Now, Mrs. Jones, will you tell the jury in your own words exactly what happened on the night of June 2nd or the morning of June 3rd last, at the time your husband was killed?
I was awakened by hearing something, in the room, and I saw 2 men standing by my husband's bed.
Your husband's bed. That was also your bed, was it not, Mrs. Jones?
Yes.
You hadn't the modern idea of separate beds, had you, Mrs. Jones?
Mr. Jones objected.
I mean, you slept in the same bed, did you not?
Yes.
Then explain just what you meant by saying my husband's bed.
Well,
You meant his side of the bed, didn't you?
Yes, his side.
That is what I thought, but I wanted the jury to be clear on that point. Mr. and Mrs. Jones slept in the same bed. Go on, Mrs. Jones. You heard a noise and...
I heard a noise, and I awoke and saw 2 men standing beside my husband's side of the bed.
2 men?
Yes.
Can you describe them?
Not very well. I couldn't see them very well.
Could you say whether they were big or small, light or dark, thin or...
They were big, dark-looking men.
Big, dark-looking men?
Yes.
And what did you do, Mrs. Jones, when you suddenly awoke and saw 2 big, dark-looking men standing beside your bed?
I didn't do anything.
You didn't have time to do anything, did you?
No. Before I could do anything, one of them raised something in his hand and struck Mr. Jones over the head with it.
And what did Mr. Jones do?
Silence, silence.
Silence.
What did Mr. Jones do, Mrs. Jones?
He gave sort of a groan and tried to raise up.
Tried to raise up.
Yes.
And then what happened?
The man struck him again and he fell back.
I see. What did the men do then? The big, dark-looking men.
They turned and ran out of the room.
I see. What did you do then, Mrs. Jones?
I didn't know what to do, but I thought I'd better call the police, so I went to the telephone and called the police.
What happened then?
Nothing. Nothing happened.
The police came, didn't they?
Yes, they came.
And that is all you know concerning the death of your husband in the late hours of June 2nd or the early hours of June 3rd last, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
All?
Yes, sir.
Take the witness.
The accused woman told a straightforward story of...
The accused woman told a rambling, disconnected story of...
You made no effort to cry out, Mrs. Jones, did you? When you saw these 2 big, dark men standing over your helpless husband, did you?
No, sir, I didn't.
And when they turned and ran out of the room, you made no effort to follow them or cried out after them, did you?
No, sir.
Why didn't you?
I saw Mr. Jones was hurt.
Ah, you saw Mr. Jones was hurt. You saw this. How did you see it?
I just saw it.
Then there was a light in the room.
A sort of light.
What do you mean, a sort of light? A red light?
No, there was no light on.
Then where did it come from, this sort of light?
I don't know.
Perhaps from the window.
Yes, from the window.
Ah, the shade was up.
No, the shade was down.
You're sure of that?
Yes, Mr. Jones always wanted the shade down.
Shade was down. There was no light in the room, but the room was lit. How do you explain this?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I think where the window was open, under the shade, the light came in.
There is a street light there.
No, there's no street light.
Then where did this light come from? Then it came in under the shade?
From the moon.
The moon.
Yes, it was a bright moon.
It was a bright moon. You're sure of that?
Yes.
How sure are you?
I couldn't sleep. I never can sleep in the bright noon. I never can.
It was a bright moon, yet you could not see two big, dark-looking men. But you could see your husband bleeding from the temple.
Yes, sir.
And did you call the doctor?
No,
Why didn't you?
the police did.
But you didn't?
No,
Why didn't you? Why didn't you?
I saw it was useless.
Ah, you saw that. You saw that very clearly.
Yes. Yes,
And you didn't call a doctor.
it was useless.
What did you do?
It was useless. There was no use of anything.
I asked you what you did.
Nothing.
Nothing.
I just sat there.
You sat there a long while, didn't you?
I don't know.
You don't know. Mrs. Jones, did you ever see this before?
I think so.
You think so?
Yes.
What do you think it is?
I think it's the bottle that was used against Mr. Jones.
Used against him? Yes, that's right. You guessed right. This neck and these broken pieces and these pebbles were found on the floor and scattered over the bed. There were no fingerprints, Mrs. Jones. And on this bottle, none at all. Doesn't that seem strange to you?
No.
It doesn't seem strange to you that this bottle held in the big dark hand of one of those big dark men left no mark, no print. That doesn't seem strange to you?
No.
You're in the habit of wearing rubber gloves at night. Mrs. Jones, are you not? To protect, to soften your hands, are you not?
I used to.
Used to. When was that?
Before I was married.
Ah, and after your marriage, you gave it up?
Yes.
Why?
Mr. Jones did not like the feeling of them.
Oh, you always did everything Mr. Jones wanted.
I tried to. Anyway, I didn't care anymore so much about my hands.
I see. So after your marriage, you never wore gloves at night anymore.
No.
Mrs. Jones, isn't it true that you began wearing your rubber gloves again in spite of your husband's expressed dislike about a year ago? A year ago this spring.
No.
You did not suddenly begin to care particularly for your hands again about a year ago this spring?
No.
You're quite sure of that?
Yes.
Quite sure.
Yes.
And you did not have in your possession on the night of June 2nd last a pair of rubber gloves?
No.
Judge, I'd like to introduce these gloves as evidence at this time, Your Honor.
Exhibit 24.
I'll return to them later. Now, Mrs. Jones, this nightgown, you recognize it, don't you?
Yes.
Yours, is it not?
Yes.
The one you were wearing the night your husband was murdered, isn't it?
The night he died, yes.
Not the one you wore under your peignoir. I believe that's what you call it, isn't it? A peignoir? Whether you receive when you receive the police, but the one you wore before that, isn't it?
Yes.
This was found, not where the gloves were found, no, but at the bottom of the soiled clothes hamper in the bathroom, rolled up and wet. Why was it wet, Mrs. Jones?
I tried to wash it.
Wash it. I thought you had just sat.
First, I tried to make things clean.
Why did you want to make this clean, as you say?
There was blood on it.
Spattered on it.
Yes.
How did that happen?
The bottle broke and the sharp edge cut.
Oh, the bottle broke and the sharp edge cut.
Yes. That's what they told me afterwards.
Who told you?
The police, that's what they say happened.
Mrs. Jones, why did you try so desperately to wash that blood away before you called the police?
I object.
Objection overruled.
Why, Mrs. Jones?
I don't know. It's what anyone would have done, wouldn't they?
That depends, doesn't it? Mrs. Jones, when did you first see this?
The night my husband was done away with.
Done away with? You mean killed?
Yes.
Why don't you say killed?
It sounds so brutal.
And you never saw this before then?
No, sir.
You're quite sure of that?
Yes.
And these stones, when did you first see them?
The night my husband was done away with.
Before the night your husband was murdered, you never saw them. Never before then?
No, sir.
You're quite sure of that?
Yes.
Mrs. Jones, do you remember about a year ago this spring, bringing home to your house a lily, a Chinese water lily?
No, I don't think I do.
You don't think you'd remember bringing home a water lily growing in a bowl filled with small stones?
No, I don't.
I'll show you this bowl, Mrs. Jones. Does that refresh your memory?
I remember the bowl, but I don't remember the lily.
You recognize the bowl then?
Yes.
It is yours, isn't it?
It was in my house, yes.
How did it come there?
How did it come there?
Yes, where did you get it?
I don't remember.
Ah, you don't remember.
No.
You don't remember about a year ago bringing this bowl into your bedroom filled with small stones and some water and a lily. You don't remember tending very carefully this lily till it died. And when it died, you don't remember hiding the bowl full of little stones away on the top shelf of your closet and keeping it there until you don't remember.
No, I don't remember.
You may have done so.
No, I didn't. I don't know anything about all that.
But you do remember the bowl.
Yes, it was in my house. You found it in my house.
But you don't remember the lilies or the stones.
No, I don't.
Under the heavy artillery fire of the state attorney's brilliant cross-questioning, the accused woman's defenses was badly riddled. Pale and trembling, she...
Undaunted by the prosecution's machine gun attack, the defendant was able to maintain her position of innocence in the face of rapid-fire questioning that threatened but never seriously menaced her defense. Flushed but calm, she...
Your Honor, I'd like to introduce this paper in evidence at this time.
What is it?
It's an affidavit taken in the state of Guayano, Mexico.
Mexico. Your Honor, I protest. A Mexican affidavit? Is this the United States of America or isn't it?
It's properly executed, sworn to before a notary, and certified by the American Council.
Your Honor, I protest. In the name of this great United States of America, I protest. Are we to permit our sacred institutions to be thus?
What is the purpose of this document? Who signed it?
It is signed by one Richard Rowe, and its purpose is to refresh the memory of the witness on the point at issue, and incidentally, supply a motive for this murder, this brutal and cold-blooded murder of a sleeping man by...
I protest, Your Honor. I object.
Objection sustained. Let me see the document. Perfectly regular. Do you offer this affidavit as evidence at this time for the purpose of refreshing the memory of the witness at this time?
Yes, Your Honor.
You may introduce the evidence.
I object. I object to the introduction of this evidence at this time as irrelevant, immaterial, illegal, biased, prejudicial, and...
Objection overruled.
Exception.
Exception noted. Proceed.
I wish to read the evidence to the jury at this time.
Proceed.
I object.
Objection overruled.
Exception.
Noted.
Why is this witness himself not brought into court so he can be cross-questioned?
This witness is a resident of the Republic of Mexico and is such not subject to subpoena as a witness to this court.
If he was out of the jurisdiction of this court, how did you get this affidavit out of him?
This affidavit was made voluntary by the disponent in a furtherance of justice.
I suppose you didn't threaten him with extradition or on some other trumped-up charge so that...
Order.
Order.
Proceed with this evidence.
In the matter of State versus Helen Jones, I, Richard Rowe, being of sound mind, do hereby dispose and state that I know the accused Helen Jones and have known her for a period of over 1 year, immediately preceding the date of the signature on this affidavit. That I first met the said Helen Jones in a so-called speakeasy somewhere in the West 40s of New York City. That on the day I met her, she went with me to my room, also somewhere in the West 40s, New York City, where we had intimate relations. And where I gave her a blue bowl filled with pebbles, also containing a flowering lily. That's from the first day we met until I departed for Mexico in the fall. That said Helen Jones was almost daily visitor to my room, where we continued to...
No.
What is it, Mrs. Jones? What is it?
Don't read anymore. No more.
Why not?
I did it. I did it.
You confess?
Yes. I did it.
I object, Your Honor.
You confess you killed your husband?
I put him out of the way. Yes.
Why?
To be free.
To be free? Is that the only reason?
Yes.
If you just wanted to be free, why didn't you divorce him?
I couldn't do that. I couldn't hurt him like that.
Silence.
Silence.
Mrs. Jones, why?
Young woman begins to moan suddenly as though the realization of the enormity of her isolation had just come upon her. The sound of desolation, of agony, of human woe. It continues till the end of the scene.
Your Honor, I ask a recess to...
Court's adjourned.
Murderess confesses.
Paramore brings confession.
I did it, woman cries.
There is a great burst of speed from the telegraphic instruments. They keep up a constant accompaniment to the woman's moans. The scene blacks out as the courtroom empties and the two policemen go to stand by the woman. The sound of the telegraph instruments continues until the scene lights into episode 9 and the prayers of the priest. Episode 9, a machine. A prison room. The front bars face the audience. They are set back far enough to permit a clear passageway across the stage. At rise, in front of the bars, on one side sits a man. At the opposite side, a woman, the jailer and the matron. Inside the bars, a man and a woman, the young woman and a priest. The young woman sits with folded hands. The priest is praying.
Hear, O Lord, my prayer, and let my cry come to thee. Turn not away thy face from me. In the day when I am in trouble, incline thy ear to me. In what day soever I shall call upon thee, hear me speedily. For my days are vanished like smoke, and my bones are grown dry like fuel for the fire. I am smitten as grass, and my heart is withered, because I forgot to eat my bread. Through the voice of my groaning, my bone hath cleaved to my flesh. I am become like to a pelican of the wilderness. I am like a night raven in the house. I have watched and become as a sparrow all alone on the housetop. All the day long my enemies reproached me, and they that praised me did swear against me. My days have declined like a shadow, and I am withered like grass. But thou, O Lord, end rest forever. Thou shalt arise and have mercy, for it is time to have mercy. The time has come. The Lord hath looked upon the earth, that he might hear the groans of them that are in fetters, that he might release the children of.
Stop that nigga yelling!
No, let him sing. He helps me.
You can't hear the Father.
He helps me.
Don't I help you, daughter?
I understand him. He is condemned. I understand him.
Gratium tum quemus Domine, metibus nostres infunde, ut qui angelo nuntampe, cruciferitu incarcium nen corimus, per passion esse cruciam ad resurrectionis, gloriam perequamus, perem Christum Dominum nostrum.
How is she?
Calm.
Quiet.
I am ready.
Then sit down.
Aren't you the death guard come to take me?
No, we ain't the death guard. We're the barbers.
The barbers.
Your hair must be cut.
Must be shaved.
Just a patch.
No!
Daughter, you're ready. You know you are ready.
Not for this, not for this.
The rule.
Regulations.
Routine.
No, no, don't touch me, don't touch me. I will not be submitted. This indignity. No, I will not be submitted. Leave me alone. Oh my God, am I never going to be let alone? Always have to submit, no more, not now. I'm going to die. I won't submit, not now.
You'll submit, my lady. Right to the end, you'll submit. There. And a great job, too.
Very neat.
Very neat.
Father, why was I born?
I came forth from the Father and I've come into the world. I leave the world and go into the Father.
Submit is nothing mine. The hair on my head, the very hair on my head.
Praise God.
Am I never going to be let alone? Never have peace when I'm dead, won't I have peace?
You shall indeed drink of my cup.
Won't I have peace tomorrow?
I shall raise him up at the last day.
Tomorrow, Father, where shall I be tomorrow?
Behold, the hour cometh. Yea, now is now come. He shall be scattered every man to his own.
In hell, Father, will I be in hell?
I am the resurrection and the life.
Life has been hell to me, Father.
Life has been hell to you, daughter, because you never knew God. Gloria in excelsis Deo.
How could I know him, Father? He never was around me.
You didn't seek him, daughter. Seek, and ye shall find.
I sought something. I was always seeking seeking something.
What? What were you seeking?
Peace. Rest. And peace. Will I find it tonight, Father? Will I find it?
Trust in God.
What was that? Father? Jailer? What is that?
An aeroplane.
Aeroplane.
God in his heaven.
Look, Father. A man flying. He has wings, but he is not an angel.
Hear his engine.
Hear his engine.
He has wings, but he isn't free. I've been free, Father. For one moment down here on earth, I have been free. When I did what I did, I was free. Free and not afraid. How is that, Father? How can that be? A great sin, a mortal sin, for which I must die and go to hell, but it made me free. One moment I was free. How is that, Father? Tell me that.
Your sins are forgiven.
And that sin of love, that's all I ever knew of heaven. Heaven on earth, how is that, Father? How can that be a sin, a mortal sin, all that I know of heaven?
Confess to Almighty God.
Oh, Father, pray for me. A prayer that I can understand.
I will pray for you, daughter. The prayer of desire. Behind the King of heaven, behold thy Redeemer and God, who is even now coming. Prepare thyself to receive him with love. Invite him with the ardor of thy desire. Come, O my Jesus. Come to thy soul which desires thee. Before thou givest thyself to me, I desire to give thee my miserable heart. Do thou accept it and come quickly to take possession of it. Come, my God, hasten, delay no longer. My only and infinite good, my treasure, my life, my paradise, my love, my all, my wish is to receive thee with the love with which.
Who's that woman?
Your mother.
Your mother.
She's a stranger. Take her away. She's a stranger.
She's come to say goodbye to you.
To say goodbye.
But she's never known me ever. Go away. You're a stranger. Stranger. Mother.
Come, daughter.
It's time. Time.
Wait, Mother, my child, my little stranger child. I never knew her. She'll never know me. Let her live, Mother. Let her live. Tell her.
Come, daughter.
Wait, tell her. Just a minute more. There's so much I want to tell her. Wait.
The jailer takes the mother off. The two guards take the young woman by the arms and start through the door in the bars and down the passage across the stage and off. The priest follows. The matron follows the priest. The priest is praying. The scene blacks out. The voice of the priest gets dimmer and dimmer.
Lord have mercy, Christ have mercy. Lord have mercy, Christ hear us. God the Father of heaven, God the Son, Redeemer of the world, God the Holy Ghost, Holy Trinity, one God, the Holy Mary, Holy Mother of God, Holy Virgin of Virgins, Saint Michael, Saint Gabriel, Saint Raphael.
What time is it now?
Time now.
Hush. Here they come. Hush.
Saint Peter, pray for us. Saint Paul, pray for us. Saint James, pray for us. Saint John, pray for us. All ye holy angels and archangels, all ye blessed orders of holy spirits, Saint Joseph, Saint John the Baptist, Saint Thomas.
Here they are.
How little she looks. She's gotten smaller.
Hush.
Saint Philip, pray for us. All you holy patriarchs and prophets, Saint Philip, Saint Matthew, Saint Simon, Saint Thaddeus, all ye holy apostles, all ye holy disciples, all ye holy innocents, pray for us, pray for us, pray for us.
Hey, suppose the machine won't work.
It'll work. It always works.
Hush.
Saints of God, make intercession for us. Be merciful. Spare us, O Lord. Be merciful.
Her lips are moving. What is she saying?
Nothing.
Hush.
O Lord, deliver us from all evil, from all sin, from thy wrath, from the snares of the devil, from anger and hatred, and every will from.
Hey, did you see that? She fixed her hair under the cap. She pulled her hair out under the cap. Hush!
Beseech thee, hear us, that thou wouldest spare us, that thou wouldest pardon us. Holy Mary, pray for us.
There.
Somebody!
Christ have mercy. Lord have mercy. Christ have mercy.
I'm dead.
Yee.
I couldn't resist. I had to make the electricity noise.
I really love the way this is constructed.
It
Yeah.
has a rhythm to it. It has,
Yes.
yeah, all from the beginning to the end.
It should be like a dance. It was beautiful on Broadway. Like every second is choreographed.
Wow.
And every
Oh,
part of your voice is like a specific note for every line. It was so gorgeous.
wow. When did you see it? Who was in it?
Roundabout did it in
Oh,
15-ish. Rebecca Hall
oh wow.
was the young woman, but it was originated by Fiona Shaw, who is just amazing.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wow.
Wow.
It's really a really interesting play.
It is.
Thanks, Mary Elena.
You're welcome.